Welcome back to Changes. It's your host, Manaj Shea Ariel. We're back at it again. All right, today we're going to chop it up. We're going to break it down. We're going to analyze. We're going to talk about dreaming. Dreamers, to all the dreamers out there, to all those who are not just have it in their head, but who has picture, who's been doing it since they've been 8, 7, 6, had imaginary friends, thought seeing yourself places. You visualize yourself in cars, over in Beverly Hills, across seas, Asia, Dubai, Africa, South Africa, Egypt. You see yourself over in Sahara. You see yourself over in Rome. Yeah, these are the people who see themselves doing great things. These are to the dreamers. See yourself creating a cure, inventing something. So we wanted to chop it up and break it down and get into it. To all my dreamers out there, before we dive in deep, always remember, we gotta change the way we eat, we gotta change the way we live, we gotta change the way we treat ourselves, we gotta change the way we treat one another. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, to all my dreamers out here, I myself too am a dreamer. You know, it always starts off at a young age. You see yourself places, you put yourself in character fiction, scenarios, pictures, films, whatever it may be. You're empathetic. You're a dreamer. You don't just dream, but you chase dreams. And to all those who may not be actually chasing them, we would like to encourage you today on the podcast, Changes, how we can go from different stages to not just dreaming, but growing up and allowing our dreams to become our realities and not being afraid to fail, but to see failure as a process of winning and of succeeding and of great success. So it is a natural part of the equation that must be implemented in order for the equation to be completed. It cannot be taken out. You can't have the yin without the yang. It's an imbalance. So we can't have the failures without the success. And we can't have dreams without having some fears and things of that nature to stand and stand guard against it. But our dreams shall always outweigh what it is that is standing in opposition to us. You know, on a daily basis, you know, our mind is pummeled, beat upon, overloaded, bombarded with information that 95% of it is useless. 95, if I would say this, and people say, well, how are you going to just say 95% of the information that I get is useless? I'll tell you this right now. If the 95% of information, or the information that is being processed and downloaded and pertained by you on a daily basis, if it has not made you or brought you any closer to your dreams of being fulfilled, accomplished on a daily basis, then 95% of the information that is being brought to you is like someone chewing food and then allowing you to eat it. It's disgusting. So, how do we get from just dreaming to allowing dreams to become realities, and how to deal with fears that become oppositions or trials in our life, our journey as we walk towards success, great success? Well, let's start off ourselves as children. We always got to start there, because most people are just grown men and grown women, but with the mentality, the mindset of children, because they haven't allowed the child in them to accept accountability and responsibility that they actually have the right to have great success, to chase their dreams, not to live according to what everybody else says, but really chase your dreams. Like, it's as long as it's according to your heart, it's not harming anybody. You have that right to live out your dream. You have that right to dream. That dream, whatever it is that you chose to be. You could be a musician. Some people love different things. Some people I just want to make sure that I do whatever it is that I love doing at that given point in time. And that's dreaming. And that's what this is about. It's about bringing forth harmony within yourself. It's about bringing forth yourself into a balance, into an existence where you're at one with who you definitely are. You know yourself. You know what you vibe off. Your vibrations is not being messed with on any type of frequency. You know, you have all positive energy. You're eating healthy. You're not just eating healthy. You're health. You're healthy. And once you become healthy spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, because you are chasing your dreams, and always remember, dreams bring forth what is it, dopamine, which is a happy drug. So when you're outside, you're getting vitamin D, and you're out in the sun, and you're exercising or you're walking, you're chasing your dream, you know what I mean? You're on your purpose, you're thinking, you're brainstorming, doing all these things that you love to do. It produces happiness, and what that does is allows you to be a little bit more motivated throughout the day. And as you continue to do what it is that you love to do, you continue to motivate yourself, giving yourself more positive energy. As long as you're around positive energy and you're emulating positive energy from within you and around you, then what happens is, excuse me about that, I'm outside, so I'm in nature, so I'm talking as I'm living it. So you gotta allow the things to work for you and through you. And that brings you closer to being in peace and being in harmony and balance with everything. First, you got to start with yourself. That's the hardest thing to do. But as you do one little step towards yourself, you tell yourself, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not getting on the phone with anybody that I know that's gonna call to argue or complain. You kind of stay away from that energy, and you just let them know, like, throughout the weeks. Like, I only can speak to you a few times. You change your narrative a few times throughout the month to lower that down. So by the time you do speak to them, you're at peace, and you can't have a lot of people say, I don't understand why I can't get to my dreams. The reason why is because you're usually being distracted by something. You're usually being, moved off your center. It's like when a forklift has a center of gravity. When a load is moved off its center, it's more likely to tilt over, crash, fall, etc. So that's what happens to the body. It happens to you. If your mind is, off center, your body is off center, your emotions are off center, because you keep allowing people to come in and dump their emotions upon you while you're trying to chase a dream. If you're trying to be a ballerina, if you're trying to get into a dance art, you're trying to get into school, you're trying to get on a football team, you have to practice, study, work, endure. You may be chasing multiple dreams, you may be chasing multiple businesses. You're like, hey, this is something I really feel passionate about. This is something that I really believe that I see myself doing, helping others and not bringing other people on, which as far as they're able and allowed to utilize their skill sets to be able to produce and give back to an audience or to a peer group that suits them, which then in turns allows them to be able to utilize their skill sets and develop skill sets while being in a team atmosphere, and learning that way as well. That it brings a lot of benefits when you or we as individuals are on our purpose, or we are dreaming and we are fulfilling our dreams. It allows others to do so as well. It's just like when there's a lot of drama, like say you're complaining, you're having a mopey day, and you call your girlfriend over, and then she calls another girlfriend over. Now you're all feeling all down, until one pops up and says, no, we can't just all feel this way. Let's all go out and let's have a good time. It has to be someone that's a dreamer, someone that sees a situation, a scenario, the involvement, the circumstance at hand, for the best outlook. You have to be a visionary. A dreamer is a visionary. They can see themselves in a situation. They can put themselves in a scenario. They can hear, smell, eat, using all the six senses as far as doing so. And when you're able to do so, it allows you to dream. It allows you to fulfill your dreams. There may be some out there that say, well, I'm in a purpose and I just can't seem to grasp it. I just can't see. It's right there. I was there before. And there's a lot of things in your past that will always prevent you because you're looking back. It's like, don't look back. If you're pressing forward, you can't look back. There's nothing behind you. And a lot of times we want to bring what's in the past with us, and there's no way that we can do so. So whether the Creator allows to what's to happen is, hey, I know that stuff that you carrying, that you got on your shoulder, that you got on your mind, your subconscious mind, you ain't got rid of yet, you ain't dealt with it yet, and I know it's gonna fuck you up. You dreaming, you want to get close to these dreams, and you trying to make it. I see you, but that stuff can't go right there. That's not gonna work. That's gonna hinder you up a whole lot. It's gonna prevent you and prohibit you from getting anywhere near success and sustaining it. You need to sustain success, not just grab it and see it, but sustain it. And how you sustain success is through discipline. How you sustain success, how you get it, you go, okay, this is the way that I'm going to sustain my dreams. This is what I love to do, so I'm going to do it. So when I do it like this, I'm going to get this. And then you're like, these are the other hustles that I got. This is what I love doing too. Then you do that. And it just allows you, man, so much. It allows you so much opportunity to live. Like right now, I'm just living, man. It's just, like you go to work, say I go to work how I feel like working. I just how I work. Whenever I feel like going to get some paper today, I go get paper. If I need $300, $400, I go get $300, $400, and I just go make it. And I go about my business. And that's life. That's how I like living. You know? And you gotta want it for yourself, folks. We gotta really, if we wanna be dream chasers, we gotta change ourselves first. We change the world. The world is already a beautiful place. So we just change ourselves, the way we eat and think and treat one another, treat ourselves, and get to focusing on our dreams, our passions, our purpose in life. It's being the very best version of yourself. It's being who you're supposed to be, the greatest version. Nothing less, nothing ordinary, anything that's not that, it's unacceptable. And you gotta do better. And if the other people around you don't want to do better, you get from around them. Period. That's it. They gotta want it. It's the do's and the don'ts. Dreamers don't do and don't, they just do. The only thing they don't do is hold themselves up from getting to their dreams. So let's get to it. Let's dream. You know? Let us focus on the dreams. Let us strategize and put it in perspective to how we see ourselves in the next year. You're like, next 6 months, next year, you're establishing something. Say it takes 6 months. I said, look, if you really grind and you really get into it, in 6 months you'll see progress. You'll see a whole lot of progress. 6 months is a lot of progress so where you can get things done, buy things, get things rolling. In the next 6 months, you start seeing profit. In the next year, you triple up. Triple up on everything. Anything's 1,000, turn it into 3. You just triple up on all what you got, baby. You feel me? And that's what we trying to do. Live our lives. My dream's always been to have houses and always travel the world. People like houses, I'm like, yes. You know, that's my dream, is to be able to live the way I want to live, to where if I want to go down to Florida for 3 months, I go down to Florida to my house. That's what I'm in the process of doing right now, is buying 3 buildings over the next year and a half. I'm in the process of right now saving up for one. I'm about to put another $10,000 down for another, for investment property. Buy that up here in the Carolinas. And then put another piece of $10,000 next year around like August, September 2021. We'll put a down payment on a home down in Florida on a beachfront somewhere, and then rent that out to somebody till I come down there and stay down there for 3 months every year. But the rest of the year I just rent it out. And then I have me some little places to stay. Boom. And I just go travel the world, and that's my dream. I could just travel, go land in places, grow my son up, let him see the world, and then just go travel after he's grown. Pass down the businesses. I keep a few of them, let them just roll down. And then from there, just continue to live life, man. I mean, just everywhere, Dubai, everywhere. Just go everywhere with it, man. Just don't even matter. Life is beautiful. It's sure worth seeing. Surely it is worth seeing. But man, y'all remember the dream, man. Y'all remember to get into it. Y'all remember to always keep that in the front of your frontal forelobe. You need that in your Rolodex. You need that in your head. You need that stamped in there, so that you always keep bounce back. If you are hopeful and you're dreaming, dreams bring hope, man. And hope brings faith, and it builds you up. Stand on the word. You need that, man. Faith and love, man. You gotta love yourselves. But till next time, brothers and sisters, we told y'all, man, how we can love and how we can dream and how we can do all these things and how we get ourselves from that stage of being in darkness. You gotta let go of that stuff. You know, you gotta really let go of it. You gotta let go of the past. You can't see in the future. And it's really say cliches, but it's simple. You can't look two different directions at the same time. There's now no way in hell. You can't see right and left. You can't turn your head right and left and expect that's a split person. That's a house divided against itself. You have to be on the same page. If you dreaming, then your mind got to be there too, dreaming right there with you. Your body got to be dreaming with you. Everybody got to be a participant. You over there thinking about something in the past, everybody gonna be a participant. Focus on the thing of the past. And you'll never be able to see forward. You can't move forward walking backwards. And you know, it's just impossible. So let us remind ourselves of that. Let us be, take heed. Don't be slothful out here. Don't be lazy. Get up to it. Get up to the task. If it is your dream to lose and get in shape and stay in shape, be like, I'm cute. If I just lose about 30 pounds, I could be a little model. I mean, fellas may be like, man, I could get to these abs, or get my mind right and get to this bag. I could figure out a trade or something that I like to do with computers. Put something into perspective and get some money out here, man. Instead of chasing butt, chasing tail, chase your dreams. We're out here chasing women, backwards hustling, man. No woman wants you to chase her, bro. When you chase after that bag, you chase after that dream. Woman can smell it on you. Chase after that bag, brothers. Chase after that. Get to your dreams. It's your host, Menashe Ariel. I'm over. Out. Till next time. Love, peace. Remember, we gotta change the way we think. We gotta change the way we treat ourselves. We gotta change the way we eat. And we gotta change the way we treat one another. Peace.